So it stopped all of a sudden, and once again, we pay for our own internet. So right now, I'm trying to pull up the internet on the other tablet. I have two tablets. So the camera stopped all of a sudden. It's still June the 2nd, 2026. I'm at Crosswinds Apartments. And the internet's not coming up. I was Crosswinds. One of their things is to not allow people in your apartment that they don't have a key. So I'm pretty sure they really try. Even though I see some odd people around here coming in, I don't know how. People can give keys. The unnaturalized United States military, Navy and Army, the government can give keys to people to allow them to come inside the building. And if they are privy to other privileges, they can also figure out a way to get in someone's apartment because they have the technological device to do so. So I was seeing some odd things in my apartment, and I'm not accusing Crosswinds, like that moved. And the Spanish-speaking accents keep, they keep saying, I love you, the Black Negro, brother paid, or I paid, and so forth. So when you're dealing with terrorists that are adamant about implementing acts of terrorism by saying that they paid for a human and they want to breed with a human, and they are in or connected to the unnaturalized United States military, Navy, Army, and so forth, the government, then these things can happen. And as we as humans, we must not react violent. We must document, speak truth, and keep returning to natural divine laws, meditation, breathing, exercising, health, in all aspects, because that's the first thing they attack, the mind, which is a part of health. Because if you're not able to think rational, how are you able to maintain employment? How are you able to maintain finances? How are you able to go and get your own food? Grow your food if you want. So right now, the internet is not coming up. And I've already paid for it, so I don't know why. It's saying, it's asking me to pay for something. It says like a 30-day pass. That doesn't make sense. So, because we pay monthly for our own internet. So I'm going to restart it and see, and give it some time. So why would the unnaturalized United States military allow, and the government allow or try to get in someone's apartment? Well, if they're trying to demonstrate psychological abuse in any forms, or just period, trying to implement that they paid for. Since I've been here for many years, I kept speaking about hearing the word I paid. So when you say you pay for a human being, then you are definitely saying that you involve in human trafficking and sex trafficking. And this is connection to finding feathers under my bed in the hotel, feathers on my path, and so forth. So one of the tactics was to separate what I was experiencing from the unnaturalized United States military, Navy, Army, and the government that's prevalent here in Annapolis. And as though there is some foreign entity on its own attacking or involved in attacking me mentally, my son mentally, and spiritually and physically. But it's not. They, just like 9/11, the Twin Towers, Hurricane Katrina, other acts of terrorism that has happened on this landmass, they are involved all together. The extremists that are Muslims, whether they're from Pakistan, El Salvador, different parts of South Central America, Mexico. I noticed, I was surprised to see so many with Islamic names. Whether they're from Africa, I gotta remember to say Africans, immigrants, so forth, that are extremists, but they are programmed to be extremists because they are programmed to do acts of terrorism, because a lot of times they are some form of a lab creation. And then if you don't know what you are among and you're upset as a human and you start to connect thinking that this is the way to go, and especially with Islam, because Islam, we dealing with an extremist that practice Islam, then they know the Quran, they know how to speak the Quranic verses in Arabic and so forth, and you think this is the purest way. All the while, they are taking you to a different track outside of your birthrights and inheritance and outside of natural law. And then for you to know it, your child or you could be involved and connected to some acts of terrorism on this landmass, which the United States government, which has been watching because they have humanoid AI and cameras and so forth, they have AI birds, was waiting for this to happen anyway. It could be extremists that are Christians, whatever religion but usually with the United States government, because they're trying to separate themselves from that Islamic factor, because they don't want the population to connect that the Islamic area, that's Middle East, is involved and helped involve in transforming, whether it's from China, Japan, whatever, transforming humans over here and making them into anything but a human being. So they try to use psychological games in reference to Islam. It would be the same with Christianity, but Islam is the one that they seem to really, really try to connect with and trying to demonstrate extremists and acts of terrorism. And it's probably because of the energy of Islam in a healthy manner here by Moors that has cultivated and been on this landmass since we were all the continents were all one. Time never was when man was not, since we were spirits and not flesh. And so the internet just stopped. And it doesn't make sense why it stopped, because I was just using the internet. So let me see if I can pull it up. It says sign in with Wi-Fi. No. I don't want to sign in and spend money on Wi-Fi when I already have Wi-Fi. That's attacking finances. So what I'm going to do is just let me see. Try it one more time. I'm going to just jog without it. It's not even giving me an option to choose another internet. Let's see when I try to pull it up. And no one's in the gym but me, by the way. So I'm probably gonna have to try a different way, or tell Imani to show me a different way of how to do this. So what I'm gonna do is stop this video and just jog on my own.